Here's my review of How High 2. I feel like this is just going to be a list of whys and questions as to what they were thinking. First of all, why was it even called How High 2? Lil Yachty and DC Young Fly should have just come up with a film themselves. Completely different name and detached themselves from How High. There's like minimal reference or anything that I could know or even remember, because the majority of this is just forgettable. There was a reference to smoking the ashes of dead people, which then brought them back to life, which is a reference to what happened in the first one. And that's probably about as far as it. And somewhere along the line, I saw that there was I got money rather than I need money, but I don't even remember him being in the film. The film's goofy, but not in a good way. I found DC Young Fly funny once, I think, from what I can remember. Maybe twice at a push. And Lil Yachty, there's just not much to him in this. He's just a bit meh. And it felt like he just played himself. Zero acting whatsoever. And I'd probably say the same about DC Young Fly. I mean, I'm sure they were on there for their personalities, but it just didn't hit. Some notable faces in DeRay Davis and Mike Epps, who played Baby Powder in the first one, he's in this one. And to be fair to Mike Epps, he's probably the most consistent. He was Baby Powder in the first one and he done it reasonably well in this. That's it. Now, although the first one is not going to win any Oscars, it had a charm and it had a cast which was, I feel, has been underrated or understated. Like straight off the bat in the first one, you got Method Man and Redman, two absolute godfathers of hip hop. It had Essence Atkins and Lark Vorens, household names in kids TV. Oba Babatunde, Fred Willard, Jeffrey Jones, Hector Elizondo, TJ Tom, Anna Maria Hoss, Tracy Walter, Garrett Morris and Spalding Gray. And let's not forget the fact it was produced by Danny DeVito. All of which I think was dismissed when they were thinking about making How High 2. And all they were probably thinking about is the relevance to who's the main actor, rather than the depth which the first one brought with the cast they had. And it shows in the response to this one. It's a meaty, wafer-thin, anemic version of what is a cult classic. Did I enjoy it? No. Lacks charm, lacks anything that the first one had. And most of all, comedy. So overall, not for me. In fact, I'm going as far as to say, trash. And let's hope Red and Meth can get together with the crew that was there before and come up with something that is a lot more palatable and enjoyable.